ਲਓ ਜੀ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੋਲੀਐਵ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਲੀਡਰ ਆਫ ਆਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ, ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੇ ਡਿਸਕਨੈਕਟ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਸੀ। ਮਿਸਟਰ ਪੋਲੀਐਵ, ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ, ਕੈਨ ਯੂ ਹੀਅਰ ਮੀ ਨਾਓ?
I can hear you. Great to be with you.
Thank you so much for your time. And how you describe our last week Nagar Kirtan, Baisakhi Khalsa Day Parade? You were here and you spent about hours, over 2 to 3 hours, and walk on 128. What are your experience out of it?
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Yes, it was fantastic. What an incredible event. I understand there were 600,000 people, which has got to make it one of the biggest parades of any kind anywhere in North America. It was wonderful to celebrate with people. They were in a festive spirit. I was given a beautiful and warm welcome by the people. I also enjoyed celebrating the harvest. As you know, Harjeet, in my culture, we have Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And that, too, is a harvest festival. It was created by North Americans who wanted to celebrate the harvest coming in from the farm field after having planted the crops and cultivated the fields. And Sikhs have the same thing when they celebrate the harvest festival, the spring harvest festival. And to me, the harvest is about getting rewarded for your work. It's bringing in all of the fruits of your labor. And what I want to do is give Canadians the chance to bring home more of their paycheck with lower taxes that reward hard work. So for me, it was a symbol of kind of what I want to achieve, making the country work for the people who work.
I witnessed so many people when they were meeting of all ages and professional, some of the youngster, just like my son's age, and when they were meeting you and even your security, your organizer wants to move you, move, but you were just very nicely meeting them and listening them and wrap that meeting up and moving to the next. Most of them, they were just chanting and saying, overwhelmed, you will be my prime minister, you will be my prime minister. That is a strange statement in political field and political spectrum. How you take that?
Well, I was deeply humbled by it. It would be an honor to serve those wonderful people. I met a lot of young people, Harjeet, who struggled to get a home. They've done everything right. They follow the rules. They have a good job. They got educated. And yet, housing prices have doubled under Trudeau. The cost of a mortgage has doubled. The cost of rent has doubled. The minimum down payment required has doubled. And that's left a lot of young people unable to afford a home. So what I was saying to them is, look, we have to build more houses. We have the fewest houses per capita of any country in the G7, even though we have the most land to build on. I'm going to require that municipalities speed up and lower the cost of building permits if they want to get infrastructure money. Those that build faster will get more money. Those that build slower, that block building, will get a fine. And that I'm going to require every federally funded transit station have high-density housing around it. And even on top of the station. That way our young people and seniors don't even need to own cars. I'm going to sell off 6,000 federal buildings to turn them into affordable housing for our young people. In other words, let's bring homes youth and workers can afford. And that is, I think, why we had so many young people at the parade coming to talk to me. They worked hard. They want a home. Let's bring it home.
And did you enjoy food? We had a pink spice tea together. Did you try other food too?
Yeah, everything was very delicious. We stopped and snacked everywhere along the parade route. I even think I served a few burger. They had, I think it was some sort of a lentil burger of some kind.
Yes,
they were serving there, and I was able to give a few of those out. So obviously food is one of the most exciting part of the festival. So what a wonderful privilege for me to be included by Canada's Sikh community in this parade. And I hope it's the first of many more.
You were on tractor too. I saw your video. You were on tractor with Tracy, with the Jasraj. Did you enjoy the sound? Ford tractor.
Yes, yes. It reminded me of my upbringing. I come from the prairies originally,
Yes.
so I have a lot of rural relatives, and of course, many Sikh people come from an agricultural background. The Punjab is one of the most fertile agricultural regions in the world. And so I think that's one of the reasons why Canadians and Sikhs have so much in common, so much farming roots in both communities, in all of our communities. And that's what I liked about the whole engagement. Common sense people. We need common sense back. Whether it's on crime. Right now we have this catch and release policy that allows the repeat violent criminals to go back out into the streets, reoffend over and over and over and over. There's no common sense in that. We need a common sense criminal justice reform to put repeat violent criminals behind bars to keep our streets safe. We need common sense in our finances as well. Right now it doesn't pay to work. You can't bring home the harvest. You work all year, but then the government takes with income tax, payroll tax, gas tax, carbon tax, nothing left. I want to cut taxes so people bring home more of each dollar they earn, and hard work pays off. That's common sense. So in other words, I think the tractor to me symbolizes the common people, the common sense, and our common home, Canada.
Before I get to Ottawa, I have to register my obligation that I try to take to you to my radio station, Sher Punjab. We were left and you went to everywhere. This is the organization, the committee who was ground on the Nagar Kirtan. It's none of your fault. They would have put our name also in that list.
Yes, I want to get to Sher Punjab, and I'll come and visit you in the studio. So I apologize for that. I should have been there at the Sher Punjab station, and I'm going to make sure I'm there next time. As soon as I'm back in Vancouver, I'll be coming to see Sher Punjab in person. But I was happy to go to meet with some local business leaders in your home, who were able to share some of their insights and input. But please tell all of my friends at Sher Punjab that I apologize for the confusion, and I can't wait to see them in person.
All of that roundtable professionals from all age, they are everyone. When you left, they are full with the gratitude, and they are saying thank you to you. And let's get to Ottawa. And you are singing very good song other day.
Yes, New York.
The buddy came back.
What's that?
The buddy came back from New York.
No, he's still there.
Okay.
He's in New York celebrating, and he's with the rich and famous in New York, enjoying life, of course, at our expense. But this has become Justin Trudeau. He's out of touch and out of the country.
And last question before we wrap it up. Bill C-11 is, I think, passed in Senate, and it's waiting for royal assent. And what you can do about it? This online... whatever we can see and watch and say, that will be, I think, getting out of our Canadian culture, and this will be against the liberty, human rights, and what party can do about it?
Well, look, we're going to keep fighting. I'm asking Canadians to sign up directly for my newsletter so that I can communicate with them by email and text message. Without any censorship, so that even if the government censors what you can see and say on the internet, they will still get a direct message from me to tell them the truth. So go to conservative.ca and sign up immediately to get our direct communications. Secondly, we are encouraging people to tell their MPs that this bill has to be repealed. Third, we're looking at whether we can challenge this law in court. To protect freedom of expression. And fourth, I'll be asking the tech companies to inform us if the government tries to censor anything by directing them to take things down off the internet. So those are some of the steps of the action plan I'm taking to protect free speech. I won't be silenced, and I won't allow Canadians to be silenced by Justin Trudeau's attempts to censor the internet.
Mr. Poilievre, I know you have to get another interview in 2 minutes. So thank you so much again. You're always accessible and waiting for your next trip to the West, and we'll sit in studio and talk. Thank you, and enjoy your weekend. I think you will be busy on weekend in GTA and here and there, but still, best wishes.
Thank you very much, my friend. Great to be with you out in BC. We'll see you soon, Harjeet. Look, it's common sense. Let's bring it home.
Thank you so much.
Bye now.
Bye.